ball a little bit more, what's his goal, or but they feel about, he said, I just want to gain 4 yards every time.
Yeah.
He did a little bit more.
Well, my challenge to him a couple weeks ago was, I really felt like if we get somewhere between 25 and 35 yards in him rushing the football. Now, let me preface that, and with no turnovers, we're going to win a lot of football games. And so, I guess he doubled the yardage or quadrupled it, and then, turned it over a couple times. So, he kind of evened things out. But, and Rocco's a really good runner. He's got great awareness, and, he's not a guy that's a elite runner, but man, he's a really good runner and knows how to use his feet. And I thought he really did a great job as the game kind of wore on, using his feet to make obviously really good plays.
Matt, this is one of those weird games. You gave up 350 yards on the ground, basically kind of 2 pick sixes. How do you describe how your guys bounce back and continue to play even when the chips seem to be against them?
Well, I think, it really goes to great leadership in the locker room. Us coaches can't play the game, and so you have to have unbelievable senior leadership, and your best players got to stand for something that's powerful. And when that happens, I think you can navigate the storms that come in a 60-minute football game. And we're really fortunate. I know that's one thing I have talked about all season is we have incredible leadership here. As powerful of leadership from the top down that I've ever seen. And I still believe that everything rises and falls with leadership. I really do. And when you have great leaders, powerful things can happen, and we're fortunate because our walls happen.
Matt, this is a trite sports writer question, but what did you tell your players after the game as regarding winning this and regarding what they can take from this the rest of the way?
Well, I think we talked a lot about, and we talked about this before the game, we're kind of going into what I would say is really this is like the end of the second quarter of the football season for us as we kind of spliced up the football season. And we really wanted to give ourselves great momentum going into this bye week, and we thought it was really critical. We're hanging on by a razor's edge physically right now, to be honest with you. And, to watch our kids have the endurance and the physical wherewithal to be able to finish that game and play the way they did. I just told our kids, man, I couldn't be prouder of what they did. I think there's been great belief in our locker room since we came back here in January. And the ability to give hope not only to themselves but everybody else. And to me, there's 2 great qualities of hope. The first one is you got to have them be angry, and I think we were certainly disappointed with the way some of the things went last year. It felt like we could grow and get better, and I think there's a little bit of anger of where we would like to be as a football program, and feel like there's a growth process to get there. And then you got to have great courage. And to be honest with you, I think our kids have showed that since the first football game. And again, they showed it again tonight. You have to have great courage to play the game we're playing, and you got to have great courage in your process and to continue to play even when things don't go your way. So I really reemphasize those things. And then I said, man, I can't wait to get to the bye week. We got to get ourselves healthy. Fundamentally, we got to be better. There's some things that obviously not the way we want to play football tonight, but from the courage and the mentality point, I thought it was outstanding.
Coach, your guys come up big in a big moment. What does that mean to you?
Oh, I think as a coach, there's no greater gift that you could have than watching your kids play that way. And again, I said this after the Iowa game, whether we won or lost the game, you're beyond proud of what your kids stand for. And again, I think that's the chips are going to be against you, and you're going to have the ability to play through it and have great resolve and keep playing. And I would say that's one of the great characteristics I think of this team so far is their courage to keep playing no matter what's going on. And that's why it's a 60-minute game. You got to keep playing. So to me, there's nothing more I could ask of. It's great to get the win, but whether we won or lost the game, I couldn't be prouder to coach this football team.
Coach, the first quarter had those 2 touchdowns from Carson Hansen, and the second quarter getting blank going into halftime. What was kind of the message to that offense going into halftime?
Yeah, daggone, and I felt like we just got some rhythm too on that last drive, and I know Rocco did too. I think he peaked it. I think he felt like he had something down the field, and I think he was, kind of racing against the clock, and he tried to drop it off and it just a pick six. It was a great play by them, and so, I just felt like we were kind of trying to find our rhythm a little bit. And, halftime probably couldn't have come fast enough after that, to be quite honest with you. It gave us a chance to get ourselves back inside, kind of reset ourselves and really try to find the right rhythm. And, you know, it really took till, you know, we didn't come out and do that on that first drive, but I thought after that, I really felt we found the rhythm to how we wanted to play the game, and certainly were able to get Jaden and Jalen, you know, the ball in some critical moments, which was awesome as well.
Matt, what's it say